Welcome everyone, and today we're going to be looking at the new activity evaluation experience within Brightspace. To do this, we're going to go into assignments, and we'll have to open up an assignment that's already been submitted. So we'll look at this, our first assignment. And what you'll have to do is actually click on where it says evaluate, usually over here, or one of the sample pieces of work. And then if it's your first time logging in since this update has been done, you'll see a pop-up window that shows up right here that asks you to either turn it on or leave it off. Right now, this is in the current or the old experience, but if you would like, you can always click on this drop-down and it will reveal that, that option. So this is an opt-in, so you can either turn it on or you can leave it off. If you select leave it off, you always have this that's still available up at the top here so that if you ever want to turn it on, you can. Okay, but notice you've got all of this is the standard features, so you can put in the numerical grades or rubrics, you can put in feedback, and you can always do the annotations and preview what the file looks like on the left-hand side. But the space over here is a little bit limited. So let's look at the drop-down here, and we'll turn on the experience. I'll have to reload the page so it can apply those changes. And this is now the experience that we would have in the new activity evaluation experience. Okay, so it looks fairly similar. Notice the file doesn't automatically show here, but if I click on that file, it will load up right in that space. And now it looks almost identical to the past experience. But with one very big feature that we can actually change this size over here so that we have more space on the side to type in our feedback or to grade our rubric or to look at the expectations that are included in this assignment, and we can grade them there. Okay, so this is actually a great tool that we can use for that purpose if we're ever looking to provide feedback and things like that. You still have the options of going and using the annotation features. You can scroll back and forth between students. So if I move to this next one, I'll just have to say, yeah, I don't want to make any changes to Pam's feedback. And now I'm on the second user, Creed Bratton. And you can see there's two assignments here that were submitted, or two submissions to this assignment. We can always go through and select from here if we'd like, and that will open up the different file submissions. So we can see the one here, or I can now go back in between this one here. Okay, and we can provide the rubric however you want. Again, you can grade on the rubric, you can provide the feedback, you can provide the feedback in terms of what level they did on that curriculum expectations, update that feedback, and then move on to the next user. Okay, so again, this is the new activity evaluation experience. The biggest change in the feature is the ability to kind of split your screen up a little bit depending on how much space you want on the evaluation or the feedback side, and how much you want on the file preview side. Okay, again, if you want to turn it off, you can always click this drop down, select turn it off, and you just have to choose a reason why. So let's just say I think the old version's better, or it's not a good time for me to try this version. No problem. Click done. And when I leave here, it will revert back to that other initial experience. Okay. So keep in mind, this is totally up to you. You can decide if you want to have that on. You don't have to make that decision today. You can always make that decision later on. You've just got that drop down when you're in making an evaluation.